Hey guys, what's up? It's once again mp4podcast.com. I want to talk about this article that's from the BBC. Link will be in the description box of this video if you want to read the full article. Square Enix is going to back the Ouya console. Now this is actually going to be really big. And I'm going to tell you why. Right now, mobile gaming is getting really big. iOS is probably the biggest format for mobile gaming. I think last year they said the most popular gaming system was the iPod Touch. I would have thought it was the iPhone, to be honest with you. But I guess a lot of teenagers are buying the iPod Touch because you don't need a contract with it. Android last year was a little slow getting the bigger games out. That has actually been much improved. We look at games like Nova 3. The Android release was about 2 to 3 weeks after the iOS version, but Spider-Man and the new Batman game came out on day one for Android, same as the iOS. So that's actually really good. So what we're going to look at is some of these Squaresoft games that are for Android. And, they have some games here. Let me see which ones are they. Let's take a look right here. Here we have some games. I'm just going to quickly look at some of these games. Here we have a Final Fantasy game right over here. And the graphics are pretty good. They're probably old. Some of these are older ports. But here we have Crystal Defenders. And Final Fantasy right here. Another game. And the Lara Croft one. I haven't played this one, but I think it's pretty good. But what I want to talk about really is, here there's a lot more for iOS, but Chaos Ring is a really good quality game. It's only for iOS right now. It'll probably be ported for Android or other formats. But if you look at this game, the graphics in this game are really top notch. And, they want to port these games to portable. Let me see what the other one. Here's the second one. They want to port these games to something for you to play on your TV set. Now, the Ouya system is going to be the Android system for porting mobile games to the big screen TV set. Now, a lot of these mobile games can be very well adapted for the big screen TV set. And I do feel that Apple is waiting, or when they feel they want to turn the Apple TV into a portable gaming system like the Ouya. So we're going to have probably Ouya for Android. Now, I'm not sure if Ouya is going to have their own store or they're going to be somewhat linked to the Google Play Store. But I believe they're probably going to have their own store. It will be Android games ported over, whatever. But these companies know they can make millions and millions of dollars by making good quality, cheap, affordable games. I mean, I'm just blown away every time I see good games for Android and iOS. I mean, I just bought Batman for iOS. I mean, it's $7. I mean, yeah, it's not this on the same level as the Xbox Batman, that's on PS3 and the PC, but it's still a really good game. I mean, it does have a little bit of a different feel. It is a movie version of Batman. It's $7. I mean, how do you beat that? These games will be ported over for the Ouya. Think of all the Gameloft games and all the other games. A lot of times they go on sale for $1. That's why, Square Enix really does want to be on the Ouya system, because they're going to have more control of the pricing system that they want to set these games at. If they want to set them for $7 or whatever, they're not going to be tied down to the Microsoft ecosystem or the Sony ecosystem or the Nintendo. They're going to be doing what they want to do, pricing or whatever. I don't even think Ouya is even going to be taking a profit from the sales. They may not. I'm not quite too sure on that. But I'm telling you, a lot of people who doubt this Ouya system don't really understand why it's going to be so popular. And it's going to be popular because, if you think about it, iOS games are developed on Mac computers. You can go to the Apple Store or even go to Amazon and buy a Mac Mini or whatever it is, and probably get a Mac. If it's a Mac Mini under $1,000, if you get the keyboard and mouse and then a monitor, you probably maybe even talking $900, or even the cheapest Mac laptop for $1,000 or whatever it is, and you're developing games for iOS. Now I'm not quite sure on Android. I did see some Android demos at Google on YouTube. There was some videos, and they were using a Mac computer. Maybe you can develop Android games on OS 10, or maybe they develop it on Windows, or even if you have Linux. I really don't quite know, but these mobile games and these consoles that are going to be based off of iOS and Android is going to bring development costs down extremely low. And a lot of people are saying, well, the Ouya is not really that powerful. It's the size of a Rubik's Cube. But the fact is that we're not too far off from having Xbox and PS3 graphics on smartphones. We're really close to that. And, just to give you proof of that, just look at the PSP Vita. Yeah, I mean, they're probably selling it at a loss, but it's $250 for a PSP Vita. And smartphones are really close to that. We're looking at the Tegra 3 chipset, which is a really good chipset, does amazing graphics from NVIDIA. We're looking at what Apple's doing with the A5 processor. Even the iPad 2, there's some extra graphics in Nova because of the resolution, whatever. But we're coming really close to having a full-on graphics that we're going to get on the PS3 and Xbox. And right now the economy, it's not too good. Okay, it's not too good. This is going to be an affordable console, and games are going to be cheap. So, in a lot of ways, it might be actually good for the economy. People who want a game, or maybe it can help not have that video game crash that some people are talking about. And people will still be spending money on games and supporting gaming. So leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Link to this article will be in the description box of this video. Take care, everyone. Later, guys. MP4podcast.com out.